Good evening. Come in, take a seat. Not literally, because somebody did that. I said, come in, take a seat. They came in and took a seat. Haven't seen them since. So, as you may be aware or be able to see, the curry won. And it was quite close between the... Well, I'll show you now a clip of what it was last night. The curry won, was it 40 in the 40s. Followed by the chicken, was in the 30s, and then the ribs. So thank you if you voted. 180 people voted for this, so many thanks. So this is a homemade chicken. You can see I won't tip it too much. There's too much in here already. I don't know if I'll finish all that. I managed to make enough of this curry for two meals. So in the pan, and then enough to go in the freezer for another meal. And instead of rice, I'm doing the old British favourite, the chips. Look at the size of them buggers. You can't see them now, can you? Look at the size of them. Oh. Salt and vinegar. Tesco Sunblushed. And I've used this. We're using, or having, Banks's Amber. And the only real reason for using this, they were £1 each. So, and they are 3.8%, so not very strong, but they're ice cold. Cheers. Oh yeah, you don't realise how much you needed that until you try it. Right, so here we go. So, Trinidad Scorpion and Carolina Reaper. Now I've put 2 Trinidad Scorpion and 2 Trinidad Reaper chilies in this. They're dried ones, with 4 cloves of garlic, all the spices in the pan, tomatoes, chicken, onion, cumin, what else have I got? Garam masala, fenugreek, turmeric, curry powder, ginger, and many other things I can't remember now. But so heat, it should be hot. Chicken, and I made, as I said, made it yesterday, so it's marinated overnight. Straight away. The hell was that? No. Dip the chip in. But it's a nice heat. I can still taste a lot of the other spices. Funny enough. Beautiful. So have you had a good week? I hope so. Oh, chicken's nice for a change as well. My favourite is lamb. So what's on the agenda this weekend? Anything? We're still in lockdown in Wales, but I think they're easing a few things. Oh, that sauce is gorgeous. Oh, the heat, but the flavour as well. And what helps it for me is I love the heat from Carolina Reaper, but I'm not keen on the taste. But the Trinidad added to it. So you got the heat now, double heat. Oh, beautiful. The hell's that? Starving. And I made it with 2 chicken breasts. Simply sliced and chopped into bite-sized pieces. Sizes may vary dependent on the gob it's going in. It's still quite hot, as in temperature. So let's move it about, it'll cool it off. Yeah, hope you're in good health and all that sort of stuff. Hope you're eating something hot. Well, spicy. I know some of you don't like the heat, but all doing well in the garden. Never seen so many birds this year. Wow. This is nice. Golden amber. It's called amber, but it's nice and golden in colour. Beautiful. Yeah, these are chunky chips. Get rid of some of these small ones, can dip in the sauce. Beautiful. Burning. Deserves the chili shirt. Yeah. Been a busy old week again. It's hasn't sort of quietened off for us really. It's been really busy when we were in lockdown because everybody was ordering, I suppose, online, which is good, isn't it, for business? I'm glad they brought this back. I don't know why. Until it sells well again, and then finish it. Yeah, I think I put a bit too much in this dish. Wow. Hot. Ooh. It's not over the top. But you certainly know you're having something. It's warm in here, but it's not over the top either. 25. Warm enough for a hot curry. It's lovely. As I say, thanks for taking part in that poll if you did. And if I'm not eating what you picked, like the ribs or the chicken, I'll be having them anyway, you know, in the next few weeks or whatever, next hot and spicy. Oh. Yeah, and I'd worked out what I was going to have in regards to sauces for the chicken and what I was going to, or how I was going to oh, that's nice, hot. Burning. That's what it's all about. Glutton for punishment. What I was going to marinate the pork ribs in. So do them nice so they come off the bone. The slight crispy texture to them on the edges. And then marinate in this sauce I was going to make. I was going to make the sauce. But wow, that's building now. Must have had the reason I use a chopper, it's more of an even keel when it comes to flavouring the curry, really, because it's all the same. But I just had a bit then, and wow, must have had a lot of seed in it. Excuse me. Well prepared as ever. I'll leave that on there. This is what it's about. heat, sweating, spice. Should call it the COVID-19 killer. Not forgetting the dried chilies you're using, really. I've used 2 dried Carolina Reaper, so you're using 3 fresh ones really, because it's hotter. The heat's more intense with when they're dried. No idea why. Same for the Trinidad Scorpion, so you're using 3 of them. So you're using 6 chilies really, in a way, fresh, if you were to use them fresh chilies. And then the size pan, 2 meals, that's a lot really. Too hot for some maybe, but as I say, I'm mad like that. But I think I've my eyes are bigger than my belly. I had I forget where it was now. A comment saying in the lines, if I eat too many, when I eat a hot curry, because I'm eating something like rice or chips or bread or beer, it reduces the heat factor of the curry. Now that could be the case. I have no idea, I've never measured it. But that would be for a challenge, I expect. That sort of thing. I don't do challenges. What's flashing here? Flashing. Because this, it's like it's a meal for me, and I just share it with like a vlog. So chips, rice, whatever it may be, you know, you got to enjoy it. But it's still hot. It is hot. Because if it cooled curries down that much, I think people maybe doing challenges would eat a lot more stuff with it. But no, it's nice, a lovely burn. Wow, these are nice chains, these. Don't usually buy the big ones because I cheated with these. These are oven chips. I was going to do my own, but when they were in the freezer I thought stuff it, because I was getting the putting the curry in ready for my other meal when I use it. Did I ask you what you're having? No, a few in work are having I think a couple were having sort of snack type stuff, you know, you put them all on the table and help yourself, chicken wings, whatever. I think somebody was having a Chinese, somebody else was having an Indian, I think, curry. So whatever you're having, I hope you enjoy it. Very flavoursome. It's hot, so I'm burning, but it's not enough to, well, it's just heat and it's the flavours, oh, it's lovely. Trouble is, I don't know whether it's because of the heat. Well, this doesn't help, and the chips as well as the beer, but I fill up quickly. I'm hungry, but I fill up. But what I do, I've said this before, I stop eating, I have a couple of drinks, and then I'll come back to it when it's warm or cooling down. I don't mind it. Well, not cold, but when it's warm, and I'll go back to it. But that's not good in a video, so. Dave, not sure if you watched that on Spices. Dave and Julie, hope you're okay. I met them when they came to North Wales last year. It was last year, wasn't it? Yeah. It was nice to meet them. And he was saying, he sent me a message on Facebook saying he misses the walking videos I do on this channel. I missed them as well. So, but we can go locally now. I think up to 5 mile, or may have gone bigger now. So we may do something at some point shortly, or soon now. Curry and chips. I was thinking back, curry, my grandmother, who brought me up really, she used to make a curry, but no spice, well, you know, no heat. It was just a very, very basic, and the heat was, and it had a bit of a heat, and she'd have a fit who's seen this now. But you try this, you'll kill yours. Yeah. She always used to say, eating too much foreign food. Foreign food. It's the British that made curries hot. Because if you go to, when I've spoken to Indian people, they go for flavour, spices, and they can eat heat, yeah. But nowhere near, they don't have fowls and things like that. It's us that's done that. It's just... they go for flavour and spices, and it's a nice piece of chicken there. And are these going on too long as well? Because what the other day, 20-30 minutes or something. God. Gonna have to cut these, sort these shaves out too, because they're going on. The trouble is, talking, having a chat and eating, time just goes. It's mad. Chicken, oh lovely, Trinidad scorpion and Carolina Reaper curry. You can do the same with the dried powders, the Reaper powder and the, I suppose you can get a Trinidad scorpion powder, any curry powder, chili powder, sorry. This is nice, you know. Nice taste, not too hoppy. Sometimes, because sometimes I'm very hoppy, and I'm not very hoppy about it. Get it? Not very hoppy. Went down well. Don't give you tomatoes. Yeah, so it's a good flavoursome curry, this. Again, stuffed. Sure, it's the heat. Gives your stomach a bloated, a false feeling of being full, I suppose. I don't know. Nice though. Very nice though. Verdict, excuse me. Hot. Burn. Almost. As soon as it put in your mouth. Stays there. It builds with each mouthful, but I can still taste the chicken's tender, moist. It's marinated overnight, so that's helped everything, and it's gorgeous. The taste's there, the heat's there. and it's lovely. Nice change with the chips. Yeah. Tomorrow, roast pork from a joint I bought, which was on offer, I think, and I managed to get 4 joints out of it. So I had 1 on the day. I put 3 in the freezer, so I've taken 1 of them out the freezer. Only small. So I'm doing pork with crackling, which will be salted and all that type of stuff. I got some Maris Piper potatoes, which I'll steam. Carrots. I've got green beans and lashentos of gravy. So that's that, and then there might be a little cheeky apple crumble and cream after, or custard, whatever we got, a cream I think. Yeah. Well, I'm stuffed, but I think the chips and the bread don't help. Wow. Now I've got some left here, so what I'll do with this, I've got a container downstairs. Let this cool off, put it in there in the fridge, and it'll be a nice treat for tomorrow night. I may do this with some rice then. It'll be a nice meal, because I'll have the Sunday dinner time ish. So that's what's the agenda tomorrow. We may be popping out for an hour or 2 somewhere, but I'm not sure. That depends on things and the weather as well. Not sure what the forecast is actually, but it's been quite a windy time here. Very cloudy, looks like it's going to rain and stormy, but it's not quite getting there. You're getting a few drops of rain, but nothing much. But it's cooler. But it's not cooler in here, especially now. So that's now burning. It's there on the. It's all in the mouth and the tongue, and I like that, covered, not just one bit, and it's there, burning. My mouth watering, but I can still taste everything. Fantastic, but I'm stuffed, and I need more room for beer. I'm not stopping on 1. And this was what I've had today. Banks's Amber, only £1 each in Tesco. Nice change. So I'll leave you to it. So whatever you have or having, I hope you enjoy it. Thanks again for taking part in that poll. I'll do that again in the future, because it's nice to involve you, because after all you're watching them, so it'd be nice, hopefully, for you to watch something you want or you like to see me eat, maybe. But as I say, if you voted for the ribs or the chicken, I'll be having. Oh, that's nice. I'll be having them in future hot and spices anyway. So that was nice. That was nice. Heat. I only had one. Heat affects your speech, not the drink. Anyway, have a great weekend. Sorry if I go on. But you're too good a company, see. Thanks for your company in the chat. And I'll see you in the next video, whenever that may be. Hopefully, before next week. We'll think of something. So have a great weekend, stay safe. And yeah, I'll see you then. Take care. Cheers.